it's Martha. Um, Today is the beginning of week 6 of the end, and I have some really bad news, and I'm pretty devastated by it, and I need your help. I lost my hat. I lost my apocalypse hat. I don't know where it is. I've looked everywhere in the bunker, moved crates around, checked out some of the corners that I really didn't want to go into because I'm pretty sure some things have died in there. It's nowhere. I don't know where it is. I really need my hat. I don't know how to do this without my hat. So I'll tell you in a little bit how you can help. But anyway, if I seem a little bit off today, that's why. On a good news, I haven't heard anything else from that strange visitor we had last week. So I don't know if you guys have seen or heard anything from him, but he hasn't reached back out to me on dismal social media or email or by the phone or come to my office. So hopefully that was all just a weird fluke, but I don't know what to tell you. Let's talk a little bit about week 6, what we're going to be doing. So as I've said before, we're kind of switching gears this week. We're going to come back to audio. So if you enjoyed it, you want to do more, don't worry. If you didn't enjoy it, too bad. We're going to be doing more of it. This week, we're going to be doing design, which is really kind of thinking about graphic design, web design, visual design, and how we create meaning through design and potentially tell stories through design. So I'm going to kind of go through in this intro video what we'll be doing, and then later on I'm going to talk about one particular kind of assignment that you need to do this week in another video further down the page. So first thing you should know is we're going back to daily creates this week. You have to do 3 daily creates this week, including the one today, Tuesday the 20th. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret that only people who actually watch the video are going to know, which is that if you want to get out of doing a daily create, you can create a daily create. If you go on daily.ds106.us, there is a link there to suggest a daily create. Now, the caveat is that to suggest a daily create, you do have to submit an example. So you essentially do have to do one, but you get to decide what you want it to be. So if you would like to suggest a daily create in order to get out of doing another daily create, feel free. What else? So in terms of design, we're going to do a little bit of work, just like we did with audio and photography, sort of looking at some resources and thinking about design. 2 TED Talk videos that I'm asking you to watch, both by designers. And then I want to juxtapose those. I want you to kind of consider those in relationship to a set of online tutorials that are part of a website called Canva.com, not to be confused with Canvas, which is the learning management system. Canva is a really great free, you can pay for it, but they have a free version, browser-based tool for graphic design that we use a lot in the Digital Knowledge Center, and that other people around Mary Washington use, and I think you'll like it. And they have some kind of basic tutorials, what they call their design essential tutorials. And I want you to look at those and work through a few of those, as well as watch these TED Talks, and think about what you're learning and hearing about design from these very different resources. The 2 designers, who by the way are very different kinds of designers, with their expert advice and sort of backstory of how they became designers and how they work within their field, juxtaposed against this set of resources that are in many ways much more concrete and precise about elements of design and theories of design. And I want to just kind of reflect upon what resonated with you, what kind of was interesting to you, what you didn't understand, and what you found most interesting among those 3 resources. So then, similar to that, photography week, we're going to be doing something called Design Blitz this week, which is like Photo Blitz, except instead of taking photos based on prompts, you're going to take photos of designed things in your environment, and there's no time limit. You just have to do it over the course of the week. There's 8 concepts that are there's an article about these 8 principles of design that I've linked to, and then you need to take photos that illustrate at least 5 of those 8 concepts. And there's alignment, hierarchy, contrast, repetition, proximity, balance, color, and space. And the article kind of explains what those 8 principles are. So review that article, do your design blitz. And then you're going to be doing some design assignments. 2 required assignments. The first one is I want you to do an assignment from the assignment bank called Apocalyptic Alternative Book Cover. And that's basically to design an alternative book cover for the book that you're reading for this class. So I want you to design that. And then this is kind of a fun one. It's using a website called Hero Machine to create your apocalyptic character, a design of your apocalyptic character that you're going to be sharing with all of us. And then you can do at least 6 additional stars of design assignments. Now this is where you can help me with the problem I told you about earlier. You will find an assignment this week that is creating a lost and found poster for my hat. You can do that as one of your assignments this week, and I would super appreciate that if you did. So yeah, it's worth like 3 points, and if you do that and another 3 points, then you're done with your design assignments. So let me just close this out by saying some things about doing your design work. Because I've been teaching DS-106 for a while, and I've seen students approach these assignments in different ways, and I'm going to give you some advice, and this is really good advice. God, it's that weird glow again in the bunker. Do you see it? Oh, it went away. I don't know what that is. Wonder if it's related to my hat. Okay, advice about design assignments. When you sit down to work on these assignments, you're going to have to choose a tool to use. And some of you are going to say, keep it simple. I'll use Word, or I'll use PowerPoint. I've had students do their design assignments in Word and PowerPoint. Please don't use Word or PowerPoint for your design assignments. It's not that it's impossible to design something good in Word or PowerPoint. It's just that those tools really aren't designed for that task. And almost always when people use a tool like that for these assignments, they just don't look that great. So there is a design resources page that I've linked to from this week's post. It's just theend106.com/design, where I have advice about tools that you can use, both free and low-cost ones, for completing design assignments, as well as where you can go to find elements for your design assignments, icons that you can use, fonts you can use, photos you can use, and then some links to some other resources that you might find interesting. Please, 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 please review those and try to use some of those resources and tools that I've linked to. I promise that it's not that the tool makes the product, because obviously you have to bring something to the process, but using the right tool can make a huge difference. And the tools that I'm suggesting, for example, Canva.com is a fantastic tool if you're fairly new to graphic design, because it gives you lots of guidance and templates to work with and good design elements to kind of mix together. So you don't have to start from scratch. So that's my advice. That's kind of it for the intro video. I'm just going to say one other thing. I know people are still submitting their self-evaluations as I'm making this video. I will be starting to review those on Tuesday, and I will give you individual feedback, but I probably will also send the entire class a more general feedback message. I haven't decided. That may be an email. I don't really like to use email. I haven't decided where I'm going to send that. But there are some kind of common suggestions that I have across lots of people's work that, rather than just repeating myself 100 times, I may include those sorts of things in a group message to all of you. But look for feedback on your specific self-evaluation. So that's it for design. Got a video further down the page in which I'm going to talk a little bit about the other stuff that we're going to be doing this week that isn't design related, and then a summary video. That's it. So hope you guys are doing well. Help me find my hat, and I'll see you later.